Hey guys, Spanky the Walrus here. I know. I know. I know. I look crazy. I'm bald, but I have a wig that's red on. And that looks absolutely insane, doesn't it? But here's the thing. We studied something today about this guy named David. Ended up being a king. Well, I should have given you a spoiler alert. But here's what happens. See, the Israelites, they wanted this king, right? And then God's like, I'm your king. And they're like, no, we want like a person king, not like a God king. And God's like, okay, fine. I'll give you a king. You can have Saul. Well, that doesn't work out so well. So this dude named Samuel, who's like a prophet, like a guy that kind of knows what God wants. What Samuel does is he goes and he finds out that he's going to find somebody from the house of Jesse, which means some of this guy named Jesse. One of his kids is going to end up being the king of Israel. So what happens is Samuel goes to Jesse's house and he's like, show me your kids. So he shows him these kids. This one kid's like really big and really strong, right? Like he's going to be the king, right? Samuel's like, no, this is not what God's saying. It's not this kid. You have any other kids? And he's like, yeah, I got other kids. Another kid that's really big, really strong, and like awesome and handsome, right? Real suave, real good looking dude. Samuel's like, no, it's not him either. So like he goes down the line and shows them all these kids of his. They're like big and strong dudes. And then nothing. So he gets to looking at all these kids. He's like, Jesse, do you have any more kids? I don't know. God's not wanting any of these guys. And so like, well, I got one more kid. He's kind of scrawny, kind of ugly. He's out there with the sheep. Now, one thing you don't know is sheep kind of stink. Shepherds were known because they stunk. They smelled like their sheep. If a shepherd went into town and was like, pee-wee, who's that dude? He stinks, right? Because he's a shepherd. This is David, the ugly, scrawny, pimple-faced kid that was out there tending the sheep, and he smelled like doo-doo. So Samuel's like, well, let me talk to him. And sure enough, that was David. That was the dude that was going to be king. He wasn't big. He wasn't strong. He was a scrawny kid that smelled like poop. But guess what? That's who God wanted to be the king. Now, why in the world do I tell you this story? And why do I wear this silly wig? Well, God is not worried about what you look like. This might be ridiculous, but God doesn't care what I look like. God doesn't care what you look like. He doesn't care what color hair you have. He doesn't care if you have no hair at all. God doesn't care if you're fat or whether you're skinny. He doesn't care whether you're as black as can be or as white as can be or somewhere in between. What God cares about is your heart. See, David had a good heart, and God knew that David had a good heart. And God looked right past the fact that David was all scrawny and pimple-faced and ugly and smelled like doo-doo. He looked right past it and said, that's my guy. That guy's got a heart like my heart. So here's my question to you guys. Do you have a heart like God's? Are you loving? Are you kind? Who are you? It's beyond what you look like. It's beyond the silly hair. It's beyond the beard or the shirt or whatever it is that you have. It's beyond the titles that you have on your wall. It's beyond all of those things. All the stuff that people can see, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is who you are as a person. Now look, if you're ugly like I am on the outside, it's fine. But if you're ugly on the inside, you got some work to do because God looks straight in there. Now, some of you are beautiful. Some of you are the most beautiful people that I've ever seen in my life. But guess what? If you're beautiful on the outside and you're ugly on the inside, what do you think that looks like to God? Now look, He still loves you. and he wants you to be better. He wants you to work on the inside. So here's the thing. Sure, eat good things. Exercise. Don't get fat like I am. Right? Do the good things for your body. Your body's a temple. Take care of it. That's good. But work twice as hard on who you are. Work twice as hard on how you treat people, on how you love people, because God can see right through your skin, right through the fat, right through the gray hairs, right through all of the stuff, no matter how tall or how short or how big or how small you are. And he sees who you are in your heart. So that's all I have for you guys today. I love you, and work on your hearts. Be good to people. Bye!